Kyle and Emma's team successfully reach Kyle's secret base while being pursued by hunters. The base, built deep into a rocky terrain, appears to be an abandoned warehouse from the outside, but is actually a highly advanced military research facility inside. As the doors open, the team is greeted by a control room filled with holographic screens, weapon depots, and training simulators. Despite the severe damage Aurora has sustained, Kyle and his team immediately begin the repair process. Liam uses his engineering skills to rebuild the ship's energy core, while Sam and Max work alongside Kyle's team to repair the damaged systems. However, this is only the beginning. They will learn much more during their time here. Meanwhile, Emma learns about the base with Kyle. The archives contain extensive information on the Xel'Thari, details about their attack methods, organic biotechnology, and telepathic abilities. Kyle explains how the Xel'Thari wage mental warfare. They don't engage in direct physical combat. They infiltrate your mind, control you. Once you let them into your thoughts, they turn you into a puppet. This revelation unsettles everyone. Liam, in particular, remembers how close he came to falling under the Xel'Thari's control, and his fear and anger grow even stronger. Kyle emphasizes that simply repairing the ship is not enough for survival. They must learn to fight. The most dangerous ability of the Xel'Thari is their telepathic attacks. One of Kyle's team members uses a special mental simulation to teach them techniques to resist these attacks. During her first training session, Emma struggles with intense headaches and hallucinations. Instructor:
calm your mind. If you don't take control of your own thoughts, they will decide for you.
Despite the difficulty, Emma manages to focus and mitigate the effects of the telepathic attack. However, Liam fails on his first attempt and becomes temporarily trapped within the simulation. Kyle guides him with his voice, and Liam eventually regains control. Kyle's team teaches Emma and her friends how to use advanced plasma weapons and close combat techniques. Zoe proves to be a fast sharpshooter, thanks to her reflexes. Sam struggles to understand the technological weapons, while Max excels in targeting simulations with his analytical intelligence. Kyle: holding a weapon isn't enough. You must feel it. It should be an extension of yourself against your enemy. Liam makes constant mistakes during training, causing his morale to drop. However, Emma motivates him. Emma: falling doesn't matter. Getting back up does. If you want to fight the Xel'Thari, you must first believe in yourself. Her words boost Liam's motivation, and he finally makes progress in training. The Xel'Thari. Kyle loads a virtual combat simulation for the team, requiring them to analyze a Xel'Thari colony. Emma takes the lead and devises a plan. Zoe and Liam send a decoy signal to distract the enemy. Max and Sam infiltrate the main systems to disrupt telepathic signals. Emma and Kyle form a stealth attack team to neutralize the Xel'Thari leader. Their first attempt fails, as the Xel'Thari trap them in a mind prison. However, with Kyle's experience, they succeed on the second try. Emma: if this was just a test, the real battle will be much harder. Kyle: yes, but now I know you're ready. As Kyle's team continues training Emma and her friends, Emma begins to sense something odd in Kyle's behavior, something she cannot quite explain in his words expressions, and commands. At first, she dismisses it as fatigue or stress from the war, but over time, small details start adding up, fueling her suspicion. Emma notices that Kyle disappears from the base at certain times, especially during critical discussions about the Xel'Thari. When he returns, he seems briefly dazed before regaining his usual determination. One night, Emma sees Kyle standing in a dark corridor, whispering into the void. Was someone watching him, or was he talking to himself? When Emma calls out to him, Kyle flinches and forces a quick smile. "Just thinking," he says, but his eyes are distant and empty, making Emma uneasy. At times, Kyle abruptly pauses in conversation. His eyes become vacant, as if he isn't really there. Then, moments later, he collects himself and continues speaking. This happens most frequently during training sessions about resisting Xel'Thari telepathic attacks, as if recalling something disturbing. When Emma once touches Kyle's arm, he shudders briefly, almost defensively, before recovering quickly. "Are you okay?" she asks. Kyle shakes his head and smiles lightly. "Just tired," he replies, but his voice sounds mechanical, rehearsed. Sometimes, Kyle starts a sentence about the Xel'Thari's past or the real face of the war, but stops midway and changes the subject. Emma pays close attention and notices that in those moments he unconsciously taps his fingers on the table, following a specific rhythm. When Emma and Max analyze this rhythm, they realize Kyle's finger movements always follow the same pattern, almost like a coded message. But what did it mean? Was he doing it unconsciously, or was he trying to send a message? One day, while reviewing the base's map, Liam notices a sealed-off section Kyle has never mentioned. Emma and Liam decide to investigate at night. But at the entrance, Kyle stops them. "It's broken. Just old equipment inside. No need to go in," he says coldly. But when Liam points out energy fluctuations inside, Kyle's expression darkens. "I said it's broken," he repeats firmly. At that moment, Emma realizes Kyle is lying. But why? That night, while examining the base's computer systems, Sam accidentally accesses Kyle's private terminal. There are encrypted files, but the most alarming thing is a message still on the screen. Connection establishing. However, before he can see whom Kyle is contacting, Kyle suddenly appears behind him. "You shouldn't have seen that, Sam," he says, in a quiet but threatening tone. Sam silently closes the screen, his heart pounding. Who was Kyle really communicating with? Emma pieces together all these small details. Kyle is clearly hiding something. But what? Should she continue trusting him? Or should she take action to uncover his true intentions? As she grapples with these questions, Kyle's words one day echo ominously in her mind. "When you learn the truth, you must be ready for it." But what truth? And is Emma truly ready? For now, the team's options are limited. Aurora is still not fully operational, and the unknown dangers outside mean they must rely on Kyle's resources for the time being. Kyle assigns Liam to oversee the repairs. Initially, Liam is confident, but he soon realizes Kyle's team understands Aurora's technology even better than he does. One night, Liam accidentally enters Kyle's private lab and sees devices that merge human and alien technology. What exactly is Kyle up to? Meanwhile, the team undergoes even more rigorous training to become stronger and more prepared for the war ahead. Emma and her friends grow more skilled and confident, but their trust in Kyle wavers. One night, Emma overhears Kyle whispering a name in an empty room. Xel'Thari. And his tone sounds like he's giving a command. Emma's doubt grows. Kyle knows more about the Xel'Thari than he admits. For now, though, they must complete Aurora's repairs and continue their journey into the unknown. As Emma prepares to leave, she looks at Kyle one last time. We're ready. Kyle narrows his eyes at her and simply says, "We'll see."
Thanks for watching. Now click on subscribe button and like the video.